have a login. Your login is always going to be your first initial last name. Um, you will log in. Once you log in, I suggest each of you go to settings and modify your password. Otherwise, like Corey here, I'm able to get into his account anytime I want. Probably not a good idea. Please edit your email address and hit update, and it will go ahead and update your page. Going back to the home page, very simply, you have a date range filter. This lets you select date ranges. This comes in very handy for payroll. So, for example, last payroll was from the 8th to I believe the 25th. This was holiday, so we're not going to get a lot of results. But if you notice down here, all the dates have been changed. And if I change this again to today's date, you see that they've changed as well. A couple things to look at here. Leads requesting credit. We're just going to go down the line. These are leads that are looking for credit. These people have requested a credit. You need to go into View, and you will be able to view the entire lead. You see up top it says this lead is in progress but credit requested. It is in a yellow pending status, meaning you may or may not get paid on this. It is still pending. You see your contact information. The date is editable. You can change the date if you're able to reschedule this appointment. When you come down, you see that the homeowner had called to cancel the appointment according to the customer. This is not from us. This is from the customer. They've actually put in this reason. You would come in, you would go ahead and call this person by setting up a callback within the system. When you get a callback, you're not going to use the worksheet that is on your script page. You are just going to do your callback. You already have all the information in here. You're going to confirm the results of the appointment. Did they or did they not cancel? Will they or will they not reschedule? Regardless of the outcome, I need each of you to come down, add a note of what happened. I need your results here. Good or bad, I don't care. I need your result. And you will then resubmit this lead to quality control, which means that we can go in and we can make a decision if we should go ahead and credit this appointment to the client, or if we should go ahead and deny the credit, or perhaps you reset the date and you've modified the date and I need to send it over as a new appointment to them, or a modified date appointment. Going back to the home page. Quality control. These are leads that are set today or last night that have not been passed through. Corey happens to be working today, so he has 2 leads. These leads are fully modifiable until they go through quality control, which means that you can come in here and you can say, oh, you know what, that guy, I forgot to add some notes. I'm going to come in, I'm going to change my notes. Or, you know what, his last name wasn't Carter, it was Smith. Whatever it may be, you can come in here and go ahead and modify your notes up until the point that quality control takes a look at this lead. So if you want to go back in and modify your lead, feel free. We're going to go to the home page again, and you're going to see leads requiring re-verification. What does this exactly mean? What this means is that these are going to be appointments that are for tomorrow, being today is the, I believe today is the 11th. So this would be appointments for the 12th. This does not mean all your appointments for the 12th. This is going to be appointments that were set prior to a 24-hour period. That being said, the reason for this is because you have ownership of the lead. If you set a lead today for an appointment next week, 5 days out, good chance people forget about that appointment. This is a good opportunity for you to go in here, see who you set appointments for earlier, and when you find that appointment, go ahead and call them up and just say, hey, look, friendly reminder, we're going to be coming out tomorrow, just wanted to make sure. This way you keep the appointment from canceling. If you had, like yesterday, I believe Corey had 3 or 4 in here, that's $60 to $80 that are sitting in there that you can go ahead and verify and make sure they're not going to fall off the books. When you go to that appointment, I'll show you the next one because you didn't have any. We're going to go into pending appointments, but pending appointments is basically appointments that have either not been run because the appointment date, like the 11th, these are being run today. The 7th, the reason that is in there is because everybody has a 2-day contestable period. So this person has till the evening of the 9th to contest that lead unless it is on the weekend. If it is on the weekend, the weekends do not count. So you're going to see your Friday, Saturday leads trigger on Tuesday at midnight to a charge status. Until then, they're going to sit in this pending bucket, meaning that they're pending. You may or may not get paid on them. So as I go in here it shows a pending status. Um, Also, what I was talking about earlier with the lead was set. If you're making a callback, if you go to the agent section, you can see that you made the lead and it was set on the 3rd at this particular time. So if you were calling this person back, you would say, hey, Peter, you know what? I called you on the 3rd. Just wanted to confirm whatever, whatever. So that's where that would lead. You would find that information. Going back to the home page, leads charged. These are leads that are actually payable, meaning Corey can get paid on these leads. Sometimes there may be more than one page, so take a look. As the system grows, there will definitely be more than one page. These are leads that you're expecting to get paid for. However, if you were checking payroll, you're going to reduce this back down to that payroll period, and then you're going to drop this down, and you see that Corey, in this case, has no leads that are payable during that pay period. Um, his next pay period is going to be from the 8th to the 21st, so we're going to come in here, we're going to modify this real quick. So as of today, and obviously we're not at the 21st, these are the leads that he's being paid for. However, he still has several leads in his bucket that hopefully will trigger and convert to payable leads. Um, or they are going to end up in the requesting credit bucket. And if you don't work on these requesting credits, I'm going to go ahead and approve the credit and give the customer the benefit of the doubt. It is your job to verify this information for me, not my job, or not anyone at the office's job. If you're unable to take a look at your stuff due to a vacation or a day off or anything like that, let someone know. One of the other callers, especially Pam, will be happy to help you. Leads charge we just looked at. We're going to go down to leads approved and credit. These are leads if ever I approve them in credit. In other words, I went ahead and approved the credit for the company. This is not good for you. This is bad for you. Approved is a positive word. This is a negative result. It is saying that these appointments you are not being paid on, and the reason will be in that appointment. Leads denied in quality control is positive for you. It is saying that, hey, this company requested a credit, but we denied it, and here is why. You will not see your reset leads in here. If you reset the date and time, those will just pass through in the pending, I believe. Otherwise, you should see anything else that we decline because situation like they say homeowner wasn't home, and then you call and you verify that, oh, homeowner met with them, he has all the information. So you would just do that. Going on the tabs real quick, contact page. This is going to be modified. Don't worry about it so much right now, but it is a way that you can get in touch with us. Lead search page. You can come in here and you can type in a name, and you can search for the person. You can search by date ranges. You can search based on if it's in quality control status. You can search based on lead status. Here, the ones that you would normally check are going to be pending, sale, and no deal if you want to just see what's going on in your area. You can search by a campaign if you're trying to look up a certain lead and you're trying to locate it. This will give you. This is going to be all your appointments for the entire life of this system. You can go in. The only thing will be you'll have to do your date range to find out exactly what you want and run your search. Moving on to the scorecard, pretty simple here. I don't want to take up too much time. Here is everybody's leads for the date range above. So this is to the 7th. So let's go ahead and make it today. I run the chart again. And here you go. Corey has 20 leads. Nikki has 7 leads. Tamika has 14 leads. Let's say Corey wants to compare himself to a particular caller or whatnot. He can go ahead and say, hey, I want to compare myself to these 3 callers because they're in the same shift as me, or they called the same period, or maybe you have a challenge with them, whatever it may be. So you can take a look at it that way. You can come back and you can run a bar chart by switching to bar and clicking Run Chart. Bar chart will show you where you are for that date range in comparison to all the other callers. Any leads made in quality control are not in here. In other words, if you make a lead today, it's not showing here. This 14, so if Tamika made another lead, she still might have made 5 leads today. They don't show in here until one of the management has approved it. So it is not real time. I am working on a real time setup as well. Hopefully I'll have that out pretty soon. That's really it for that. Now, just so everybody knows, in Backpack, I did post a quick little summary, a page that kind of goes through exactly what we just went through. Feel free to go through it. If you have any questions before you ask them, please go through this. That way you'll save me a lot of time and save you having me to wait to contact you back. Big note to understand is payroll. The policy is that we are paying for appointments that we have in a charge status. This will likely affect you in your first payroll period. Your first payroll in the new system, it will probably make a slight difference in your paycheck. I do apologize about that. However, after the second period, it will be better for everybody because you can go in real time see what your payroll is. If you wanted to see your payroll, you will go ahead and search by the date range, and you will go ahead and check what your date range is. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this for this date range. We're going to pick something generic here. We're going to just assume that this was a payroll period. You will want to go ahead and look to see which leads are charged. These are the leads that you should expect to get paid for. Here you can see there's 7 leads. So if this was the payroll period, there would be 7 leads payable to Corey. To understand that a little better, feel free to play around in the system. Also, when you see payable, don't worry. Don't come look at Monday and say, oh, God, I only have 5 appointments. I'm waiting. Remember, Tuesday at midnight is a big trigger because every appointment for Friday and Saturday loses its contestability period. So you would want to check this the Wednesday morning of payroll. So best day to check it is if this is a payroll week, go in Wednesday morning, take a look at these figures, and you will know exactly what your check is going to be. This does not include draw. Draw, if you have draw coming, will be on a separate spreadsheet that is posted on Backpack. That's it. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or email me, and we'll go from there. Sorry to take up so much time, but wanted to go through it, and hopefully this saves everybody having to ask me 100,000 questions. All right? Thank you.